What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Kiddo, Kiddo, back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I noticed my head probably look a little round in this video, but don't be paying attention to my head. Don't be clowning me and nothing like that. But today's video, man, is going to be a little different. Today's video, as you can see by the title, is going to be a motivational video. Now, the reason I wanted to do this video is because I noticed that there are a lot of people out there who have depression, anxiety, crazy thoughts that shouldn't even be thought of, like suicide. Or just people out there in general who just go through things. And I understand that life is very hard, life is very difficult, but I'm here to tell you to do not stop, keep pushing. I understand that things in life just seem like it just seems so hard to fathom, you know. And like, I understand that there are times where you just be like, man, why am I here? Because I have times where I have thought to myself, like, why am I here? Like, what is my purpose for being here? And sometimes I have to think to myself, like, there are people out here who care about me and who love me, and I have to think, you know, like, how would I make those people feel if I ever did something to myself? I know it would hurt those people, you know, very, very hard. And like, if you're, you know, like at a younger age, I'm 19 years old, so if you're like younger than me, like in the range from like maybe 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, something like that, and you're still in high school, I understand that you are going through maybe some difficult times, maybe peer pressure, or just friends who you feel like, you know, like who shouldn't be your friends maybe, but you don't really want to say anything. I understand, you know, with all of that, because I've been through that also. Work, you know, hard, you know, it's hard going through high school, having a lot of work, maybe some stuff that maybe some classes or subjects that you might have difficulties in. I understand. And even the people who are in college, I know that is stressful. With me, it is very stressful for me, you know, trying to get through all of these classes, trying to pass them, you know, trying to stay on top of your work. You know, I understand that is like that. And even the people who maybe are out of high school now, who are not attending college, I understand that it is hard for you also. And I'm just here to tell you, do not stop, just keep pushing. You are destined for greatness. Anything that you put your mind to, you can do it. God woke you up this morning for a reason. You have a purpose of being here. I understand that this thing called life is just stressful, and it's just like, bro, like, why am I here? Like, I understand you have those thoughts. You are here for a reason. It is your purpose to find out what that reason is for you being here. God did not wake you up this morning for no reason at all. Every day in life, every day that you wake up in life, that is your journey. It is just the beginning, to be honest. It is not the end. That is your journey that you are starting. And if you are already, you know, maybe like up there, or, you know, like got a little bit of fame, you know, whatever to your name, still, blessings are coming your way. Do not stop, keep pushing. Famous people have stress too, you know, like celebrities go through stress too. They may go through depression also as well. We are all human beings. We all go through things. And I understand that they may be, you know, like what I said with like the younger, you know, generation, that you might be going through bullying. I'm not saying, you know, that you should fight back or whatever like that, but there are always going to be those people, even with our generation or even older. There are always going to be people who gonna always talk about you, who gonna always hate on you, who gonna always, you know, just try to just say something bad about you in general, just to make you feel bad about yourself. And that's normal. We're all human. We all have feelings. I understand that very completely. My freshman year, even in high school, but my freshman year going through college was the worst year of my life. Usually when people, you know, come to college as a freshman, they have the time of their life, they have the best time, you know, whatever like that, you know how it goes. But me, honestly, I had the worst time of my life. I failed majority of my classes. I experienced a lot of, you know, like death, you know, stuff like that. And I just had to find a way to cope with all of that. And on top of being in college itself is very stressful. And the ones who may be attending college right now, I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. But going through college is just stressful enough. And on top of dealing with, you know, a lot of depression and stuff like that, is even worse. And sometimes when you go through that, it's just like, you might feel like that there's nobody out there who wants to listen to you, or just feel like you can't go to anybody. But if there is that person that you can go to, Go to that person, talk to them, let your feelings out, do whatever it is that you have to do. Do not hold your feelings in. That is one thing I had to really learn. Do not hold your feelings in, because it's just going to hurt worse than what it has already done. Like, it's just all that anger built up inside you. Sooner or later, it's going to come out eventually. But all of that anger built up inside you, it's really not worth it. Like, just, have that person who you can sit down with, talk to. The main person who I know I can go to is my cousin Hot Mahogany Patrice, who you guys see in majority of my videos. She has been one of my main supporters. Like, she has been with me through every single step of my journey. It's like the connection, the bond that we both have is just indescribable. Like, there are a couple of my other friends who also, support me and who are with me and who I know I can also go to. But the main person who really has my back through anything is her, Mahogany Patrice. Her link will be in the description down below. Make sure you go to subscribe to her channel, But, yeah. She is the main person who I know I can go to about anything. My main supporter through everything. Through everything. It doesn't matter what it is. She'll be like, oh yeah, I know you can do this. I know you can do that. Don't let nobody tell you you can't. You can and you can't do this. I feel like one day we're gonna be up there. I feel like one day we are gonna definitely be up there. It may not be right now. It may not be when we want it to to come, but I feel like our time is coming. Your time is coming also. Do not stop. Keep pushing. Like I said, you are on this earth for a reason. And if there is anybody out there, who may feel like you can't go to anyone, you can also come to me. And if you don't feel comfortable with coming to, strangers about your problems, like I said, go to that person who you really feel like you can really go to. And honestly, if there is nobody who you feel like you can go to, God is your best option. He is your best listener. I promise he is. And even if you feel like you can't even go to him, just write your problems down. I swear it helps. Write your problems down, whatever you feel. It doesn't even matter, how everything is structured. Just write it down, free write it. If you feel like you don't have anything to write that down. Just write, I don't know what to write. Just write it down. Like, everything helps. Whatever you feel comfortable with doing, it helps. I promise it does. And I just wanted to, make this video and, just show everybody that you are not alone. You are definitely not alone. I know that there's other YouTubers out there who may have done this before, and maybe some of them might not have touched on some of the topics that you wanted them to touch on, but I am pretty sure that some of them may have helped you in some sort of way. And if not, hopefully this video helps you. But there are a lot of times where I just felt like, man, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I just feel like, what is the purpose of me doing this if all of it, I feel like with the things that I like, as far as going through college, basically just life itself, I just felt like at times life itself was just a waste, because I was like, man, it's all going to be taken from me anyway. But I have to realize, I'll be like, man, like, just make the best of it. Life is life. You just make the best of it. You live life to your fullest until it is the day when God calls you home. And honestly, your life is just a book. It's just one big book. And it's like many chapters are filled within that book. And sometimes you have to ask yourself, when that book closes, was your book good? Was it bad? Was the cover of your page, would somebody want to buy your book? Would somebody look at your book and be like, oh man, that's a good book, or looks like a good book? Or will somebody be like, oh nah, that book looks terrible, I don't like that book, I ain't want to spend none of my money on that book? You have to ask yourself that question sometime. Is your book filled? What is your journey through those pages filled with? Are they interesting, or are they just nah? Well, can somebody get past the first page of your book? Can somebody read your book and be like, oh man, I ain't want to put this book down? Or will somebody read your book and be like, nah, I'm good, bro, I ain't want to read that book no more? You just have to ask yourself some of these questions, and it'll honestly keep you going. It will really keep you going in life sometimes, because it's I understand, like, it's just so hard sometimes to just fathom. Like I said before, like, it's so hard. But like, we are all on this earth for a reason. We are all sisters and brothers spiritually, and we all need to come together and, you know, as one, and just be on the same page with one another, you know. And sometimes you just have to hear others out. I'll understand it if you're maybe going through something with somebody. Honestly, with this thing called life, drama is not even necessary. Like, all the stuff that you have with somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that you might have some sort of conflict with, let it go. It's not worth it, because sooner or later, if that person leaves this earth, you're gonna have all that guilt inside. Like, man, I should have told this person I was sorry. I should have said this. I should have said that. You know, none of that is never ever worth it. I promise it's not. And if your parents are not in your life right now, or if you know, just feel in a spot where you just feel alone, where you have to do everything yourself, that is fine. You are going to get through this. I promise you are. Just always keep your faith in God, and I promise everything will work out the best for you. I promise it will. And I just want you guys to stay safe, stay blessed, and if you ever feel like you need to come to someone, or if you ever feel like you want to come to me, I promise 100% that I am here for you. I am. Hit me up, you guys. My contact information, social media, all of that is in the description. Anytime you guys want to talk, or you know, whatever, like, just hit me up. You guys, y'all see my social media on the screen, or rather you see it somewhere, I don't know, or ask somebody, email me if you have to be honest. But I am always here for everybody. I cannot stress that enough, because I know how it feels to not have somebody here for, you know, I know how it feels to not have somebody here for me. So I would never want somebody to go through that same predicament. So I just pray that you guys stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out. Peace.